What's going on, y'all? So I have a bit of an update in regards to the Ashanti and Irv Gotti situation. So I reported yesterday that Irv Gotti disrespected the hell out of Ashanti on Drink Champs. And so, everybody is lighting his yellow ass up on social media. It was so bad that Fat Joe had to speak out and defend Ashanti. Now, apparently, Irv had an issue with Fat Joe speaking out about his situation. He thought that they were friends, and he felt that Joe violated the friend code by speaking out about his situation with Ashanti, right? But before we get into what Irv Gotti had to say about that situation, I want to talk about Judge Greg Mathis saying that Ashanti should go after Irv legally, right? So what I'm going to do right here is play you all what Judge Mathis had to say about this whole ordeal, and then I'll be right back.
Mr. Mathis, quick question. We're in a time where people are kissing and telling, hence Irv Gotti, Ashanti. In cases like this, should she maybe seek a gag order if he keeps speaking?
Yes, she should. If she feels she's being defamed, she should perhaps send a cease and desist, if nothing else, hoping that they'll honor the law, because cease and desist order is just that, a law. So that would be my suggestion prior to moving further. Just send a cease and desist and hope that they honor that.
Now, some people are saying that this is kind of making her worth and value go up a notch. In that instance, should she still seek it, or should she just ride the wave?
Well, in this environment that we've been in, good or bad helps your fame. And so I'm not sure if she's part of that culture of get famous anywhere you can, good or bad.
Right. Have you ever dealt with a case like this personally? With someone speaking on someone's name, defamation?
Absolutely. I deal with it quite frequently. And as I tell the litigants, it has to be an intent to hurt your reputation, and it has to be made to third parties, and it must actually hurt your reputation. So that's the issue. Does it actually hurt your reputation, or does it give you more fame like our kids get in this society?
Well, last question. Have you heard what he said?
Well, I know it's some things that are unflattering. I'll just say that. And no, I'm not going to repeat it and spread it further.
Well, do you think that it seems like bad intent from what you've seen? Everyone's shocked by it. I know.
You're almost asking me a legal question. Bad intent. Now you're asking the intent. I would just say the circumstances surrounding it clearly indicates that there's bad blood in the air.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Mr. Mathis.
All right, so you guys heard what Judge Mathis had to say about the situation. He basically said that it's up to Ashanti. If she feels that Irv is defaming her character, then she may need to seek some type of legal counsel, But ultimately, at the end of the day, he's leaving it up to her. Now, let's get into what Irv had to say about Fat Joe speaking on his situation. I want to play you guys this audio, and then I'll be right back.
All of this stuff 20 years later. How you feel about that? I know you saw it.
Man, I feel like he fooled me. He's not my friend.
Whoa.
I was fooled, but in life you get fooled. But you know what?
What? They don't want you to say that?
But in life, forget Joe, because they don't want me to talk about Joe.
Okay.
So I won't talk about Joe. I'll talk about life, right? And in life, everyone goes through friends, people who you thought was your friend. I'm not talking about Joe. Let me talk. So in life, I've had countless friends come and go. But you know what remains consistent and why I get through all of this?
Why?
My family. Because I don't really need friends. I don't really need friends.
All right, so basically Irv is saying that he doesn't need friends. He doesn't need Fat Joe as a friend any longer because he spoke out about his situation. The last time I checked, where I come from, homie, real friends tell you what's up. Real friends tell you the real deal. They're not gonna lie to you. They're not gonna lie and cloak for you, right? Just because y'all supposed to be boys and things of that nature. They're gonna hold you accountable when you're wrong. And so it's evident that Irv is a narcissist, right? And he wants people around him that's gonna support him even when he's on some BS. Just like Ja Rule. Now, Ja Rule is getting ate up all over social media because a lot of people feel that Ja Rule came up short in defending Ashanti to the magnitude that he should have, right? And so I watched the entire interview, and Ja Rule was trying to implement some points and things of that nature that went towards supporting Ashanti, but he didn't stick his neck out there like that. And it seems like Ja Rule was the child and Irv was the parent, and he didn't want to say anything to disrespect Irv, because personally I feel that Ja Rule doesn't want to bite the hand that has been feeding him all of these years. We can already tell that Irv is a very emotional some bitch. He really is. And so if Ja Rule messes around and say the wrong thing, who's to say that Irv might not cut him off, right? So in other words, it's safe to say that Ja Rule was like, hey, you know, I love you, Ashanti, but I'm not about to fuck up my situation. Now, Ja Rule finally responded to all the backlash that he's been receiving for not protecting Ashanti like he should have, and this is what he had to say. Now, mind you, Irv has not limited his comments on Instagram. He's standing up like a man and taking all the backlash on the chin. Ja Rule is all weak and all soft and whatever, and he limited his comments. So let's take a look at what Ja Rule had to say, and this is what he said. Cap, stop saying I didn't defend sis and all women. I clearly told Gotti to stop calling Ashanti/women the B word. Same way I told Joe at Versus, watch the interview before you talk blank. Now leave me the F out of these grown folks' business. All right, so you guys heard what Ja Rule had to say, and to be honest, that was his position the whole entire interview. He was for peace. He was for, family coming together, squashing the beef. He was staying neutral the whole entire time. And so basically, when you look at the dynamics of the situation, I don't know if I'm Ashanti, if I want to have a relationship with Ja Rule. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say that Ja sat there and said nothing, but he could have said more. He could have said more, and that prompted Fat Joe to come out and, defend Ashanti. Now, let me say this in regards to Ja Rule, right? He's not the only one that's responsible for letting Irv just, disrespect Ashanti like that. What about Nori? Nori's a whole man up in there. He could have checked Irv and said, yo, man, don't talk about Ashanti like that, man. Don't disrespect women like that. If you say that one more time, if you call her out of her name one more time, this interview is over. What about the other men that are with Nori? What about Nori's production team and things of that nature, right? There were women there as well. Nobody said anything. So I'm holding everybody, right? The whole entire podcast, the production, Noriega, along with Ja Rule and Irv accountable for disrespecting Ashanti on a national platform. And check this out, y'all. I'm holding Diddy responsible too, because Diddy owns Revolt TV and Drink Champs is produced by Revolt. So I'm holding him accountable too, just for the F of it, right? But anyway, guys, I'm gonna let this go right here. I'm gonna draw the line right here. I want you guys to drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this whole entire situation. Drop down and let me know, do you think that Ashanti should take the legal route? I'm not saying that she should call the popo or whatever on Irv, but if she's saying that this is not true, why would you allow a man to keep slandering your name saying that he slept with you, right? That's puzzling. So in my estimation, it must be true, and you just don't want to admit it. Maybe because people will feel that you slept with Irv just to get your record deal. Hell, I don't know, man. It's just a puzzling situation, you know what I'm saying? But listen, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.